back, everybody, for another brand new video. Today we're going to touch a new topic. I know the biggest topics on the channel are going to be The Witcher and Resident Evil. That's usually what we cover. But today I wanted to just experiment with something new and something I've been enjoying, and that game is going to be Wolfenstein. I got the alternate history collection, so it came with the New Order, Young Blood, the Old Blood, and New Colossus. I'm playing through them right now, and I absolutely love them. But as far as I know, the story isn't finished yet, and so I just did some digging and wanted to figure out if there's going to be a Wolfenstein 3, which it does sound like there's going to be one, and it is in development. So I just wanted to cover everything we know about it so far. It's kind of still minuscule since we haven't really heard anything from either Bethesda, Machine Games, or id Software, just anything from them. So we're going to stay on the lookout for it. If this does do pretty well, then maybe we'll keep covering it on the channel if that's something you guys enjoy, if you guys are fans of the Wolfenstein series. But without further ado, let's just dive right into the article. If you guys do enjoy the content, please be sure to just smash that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing if you guys are new here, and turn on the notification bell so you guys never miss uploads. We are doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers when we can hit YouTube Partner. Details are in the description for that. And without further ado, let's get into it. So the article we're going to be reading today is from thetech52.com. It says, Wolfenstein's third chapter to conclude Blazkowicz's epic saga, multiplayer mode rumored. Wolfenstein 3 is the final installment of the first-person multiplayer shooter game developed by Machine Games. Publishing will be handled by Bethesda Softworks. Development is underway for Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The exact release date is still unknown. The game will be the final part of the story about the Battle of William Blazkowicz and the Nazis in an alternate universe after World War II. The developers promise to reveal the storyline and the end confrontation to all parties to the world conflict. Part of the staff of Machine Games Studio is engaged in the creation of the game. The game is run by executive producer Jack Gustafsson. It is the storyline sequel to Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, and the final episode will complete all the storyline ambiguities. The exact release date is still unknown. The storyline should complete the story of the confrontation between the forces of resistance led by William Blazkowicz and the Nazis. The gameplay will take place in the first-person mode. Players will face shootouts, various story missions, and boss fights on the levels. Also, the Machine Games Studio has opened up a vacancy for a specialist in support of network projects, which may entail the development of a multiplayer mode. Machine Games have been idle for a long time. Since the release of Young Blood, the sequel to the second title, we have not heard from them. We do not know what they are involved in, and they do have some development on their hands. Second, and perhaps importantly, because of the rate of releases that the saga has had in recent years, specifically since id Software ceded the license to Machine Games back in 2010, which is the year the development of Wolfenstein: The New Order began. The first game from the studio with the saga arrived in 2014, followed 3 years later in 2017 by Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, its direct sequel. A span of 3 years in which the prequel, The Old Blood, was released gives us the most important clue in 2021. It'll be 4 years since the launch of the second game, and following the trend is the year in which we should see Wolfenstein 3. In this way, it would not be surprising that Machine Games is already at work with the third installment, a game that would be ideal for an E3 conference like the one Bethesda had prepared, a company that will not have its online show. Against this background, what better scenarios than to show Wolfenstein 3 on Xbox Series X. There's nothing from Bethesda on the horizon. Another detail that can make us think about this title and the question, what other games does Bethesda have in the future? Except for Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6, there are no other proposals announced by the company. Neither Doom, the saga that just launched Doom Eternal, or on the market, nor Fallout, since they are focused on Fallout 76, nor Prey, Dishonored. There is nothing on the horizon for Bethesda. If we add that a shortage of titles to the tempo that Wolfenstein has taken, it is in the hands of Machine Games, we can get a possible announcement, and we wish it were on the inside Xbox. The time is ripe, but the setting couldn't be better. And one last point that we could reinforce our theory on Wolfenstein: The New Order was an integrational title coming out on both Xbox 360 and Xbox One. Will Wolfenstein 3 repeat the formula with Xbox One and Xbox Series X? So there you have it. That's the article. That was pretty minuscule, like I was figuring, but it did give us a good background as far as the timeline of when we can expect the game. The New Order came out in 2014. Then it had the Old Blood come out right after that was kind of like a prequel to the series. Then the new Colossus came out in 2017, followed by Young Blood in 2019 as a, again, softer reboot of whatever that was. And then technically in that 4-year cycle or 3-year cycle, we should be seeing Wolfenstein 3 soon, so that kind of raises some eyebrows, and we're going to definitely keep an eye on that. If you guys haven't played them yet, definitely go and play them. I was talking to a friend about them, and someone asked, like, what is it like? And I said it's kind of like Doom with more substance, big guns, explosions, gore, everything, all that fun stuff, but there's a little bit more story to it, and characters and character development, so it's definitely been a fun experience. I am about to beat the New Order right now, gonna go play the Old Blood, then into New Colossus, then Young Blood, just hopefully Wolfenstein 3 will get some news. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and diving into Wolfenstein 3 with me. If you guys do enjoy the Wolfenstein content and want to see more of it, just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Let us know down in the comments. Is it something you guys want to continue looking at? Is it not your thing? Do you have any news on Wolfenstein 3 that I don't know about? That'd be great to know. But as always, you guys, I will see you in the next video.